Hustling dreams on the edge of pyramid. Promises thick, but the money's flickering. Queen of karma pulling the receipts. Exposing schemes, scamming beneath the sheets. Monday drops, another tale revealed. Shattered illusions, the truth gets peeled. Down lives crash, illusions fade. Pyramid toppled, no longer afraid. MLM Monday, bringing truth to the light. Karma queen dropping bombs, busting hype. From high hopes to empty envelopes, breaking chains of those MLM dopes. Glossy brochures and lavish cruise trips, hidden costs, financial eclipse. Karma queen on that investigative grind, rescue mission for folks left behind. False dreams sold on golden chains, profit for few, for others only pains. Queen of karma, savior with receipts, bringing justice, knocking them off their seats. Family and friends exploited for gain, promises shattered, now wired in pain. Karma nudges, go dive deep, free the folks from the lies they keep.
Okay, this message is for my MLM girlies. Listen up, guys.
It was brought to my attention that Seint makeup is no longer running an MLM.
So if you are in the network marketing, multi-level marketing world, you probably heard the news today that another MLM has basically gotten rid of the team building model and it's only affiliate.
It's absolutely devastating for these women.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of karma.
Hello, everyone, and happy MLM Monday, the day where you go and watch all of your favorite multi-level marketing creators. And today we are going to be talking about the industry and is it over? Right now, there are several MLM companies that are either shutting down or they are moving away from having an MLM business model and becoming affiliate marketing companies instead. And so today I thought we would take a moment and have a little discussion about all of them, as well as I have an update on the Tupperware case, which I recently covered on my channel in a video entitled "The Tupperware Party is Over." So without further ado, I think we can get right into it. Albs is here. It's good to see you, Albs. And Jelly Snack is here. I hope you're having a good day. And yes, Violet, you're just in time. Gone Fishing says, I think they are over. Laughing out loud. I hope so. It would be wonderful. Devil's Advocate is here and says, keep calm and eat meat. We have Nani here. They are dinosaurs, some of them. Jen's just made it. Yay! Awesome. Almost everyone's here. I think we're going to get right into it because there's just a lot of them. There's a lot we have to get through today. It should be quite interesting. And I feel like it's very important to talk about this because it just reminds everyone, if you are in an MLM, like, you can have it taken away from you at any time. It is not your own business, your own small business, okay? You are working as like an independent contractor for a big business that makes all kinds of money off of you, cheap labor, free marketing, so that's just all profit for them. And at any time, it can be taken away. No matter how big you build your company, they just come out and say, we're done. We're not going to be an MLM anymore. And it's over for you. So it's not good for long term, right? Like you don't want it for a long-term career. So, as most of you have probably heard already, I know I'm always late to the party. BoDi was rebranded about a year ago as just BoDi, spelt with an I instead of a Y. I hate it. But they're switching to an affiliate marketing model this very month. So that means that sellers will keep all of the commission they generate instead of sharing commissions with others. Affiliates will no longer be able to recruit new sellers or to collect commission on sales made by past recruits. It says we recognize that in light of today's current market dynamics, as well as consumer preferences, the multi-level marketing distribution model is outdated and unsustainable. That's from Mark Goldston, who's the executive chairman of the BoDi company, as the parent company is still known, in a statement last month. The pivot will also reduce the company's workforce by about 1/3. So they're going through getting rid of about 1/3 of their employees, which isn't good. People are losing jobs. At least you'll always have those 29 boxes of stock in your garage when the MLM shuts down. You could try to sell it. Hello, Cherie. Good to see you. Basically, a severely underpaid salesperson without any rights. Exactly. That's what you are when you're a MLM distributor. So this article from good old Microsoft says the Beachbody company declined to make an executive available to discuss the changes further, citing its quiet period before it reports third quarter earnings in November. It previously reported a 25% drop in subscriptions, which that's quite a lot, and a 17.7% decline in revenue during the first half of the year, being 2024, like this year. So that's quite a lot to lose. It's quite a lot to lose. That's not good. That's not good at all. I know the Recovering Hunbot is covering this in full. So if you want more information on the Beachbody one, I suggest that you go over to her channel and check it out. She used to do Beachbody. She was a Beachbody Hunt. So I would suggest that she is the best person to cover that MLM going under specifically. I just thought we would start off today by just discussing this because it is happening. And I believe that she covered the CEO's announcement on it. So go over there if you want more information on that one. We're going to move over from Beachbody to Roden Fields. Roden Fields is also going through quite the shift. It's another MLM company, and it says their shift eliminates commissions its sellers had received based on sales by their recruits. The company announced this in a July press release. I believe it was July 25th that they came out and announced it. The change would result in an elimination of roughly 100 jobs. Roden Fields declined to make anyone available for an interview. But the good news is I actually have the announcement right here. So this is it right here. Roden Fields announces new path to growth. And it was, July 15th. Sorry. I thought it was, I said the 25th. I was off. I knew there was a 5 in it. I mean, we were kind of there. Beachbody is a public company. Why do they publish annual reports? They're not really a public company when they're an MLM company. So wouldn't all of them kind of be considered public companies? Are most of them private companies? Because they are owned and operated by someone, like specifically just to run in an MLM business model. So I don't know if it is. I suggest asking the recovering Hunbot about Beachbody. Beachbody's her thing 100%. She would be able to answer all of your questions about that. So, sorry guys, it was July 15th, 2024. All right, Roden and Fields did this press release. And it says, Roden and Fields, RNF, or the company, a brand known for delivering proven results in skincare and health and hair care through science-backed dermatologist-created products. It's very much like Monat. It's similar to Monat. Today announced a simplified business model to unlock growth and reach new customers. Starting September 1st, can I make this a little bigger? See if I can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. That might be better. So starting on September 1st, the company will move away from the multi-level direct selling model to streamline the customer and consultant experience. That's what they're claiming they're doing it for. This new model, which will be supported by a broader array of marketing and advertising across traditional channels and social media to complement consultants' advocacy, will better position Roden and Fields to meet customers where they are discovering and buying beauty products. When the new model takes effect on September 1st, so it's been in effect since September 1st already, FTC required quarter report only from public companies. Yeah, MLMs have to do a income disclosure every 2 years, I believe, is what the law is for them. Yes, the recovering Hunbot is covering the Beachbody takedown. So I am not going to cover it because I have nothing to add. I'm not going to say anything about it that she hasn't already said. And in my opinion, she is like the Beachbody expert because she did that one. When It Works and Scentsy shut down, I will be your girl. If On Passive shuts down, we could both cover it, But Beachbody is definitely her gig. She has always followed it since, it's the one she's done. And so she would be able to answer all of your questions and do the coverage of it far more justice than I could ever do. It is interesting that they're no longer going to do the MLM thing, but yeah, I highly recommend going over there because I know that she has been covering it. She's going to be the best one for that one. Roden and Fields is very much like Monat. So, as of September 1st, consultants are now participating in an affiliate program. And it says it's only going to be available for existing Roden and Field consultants. It says under the new affiliate program, existing Roden and Field consultants who continue to sell their products will receive increased commissions on customer sales and product discounts, resulting in over 90% of the current consultants having a higher earning potential based on their current sales performance. Because they're assuming, like, if you had people buying off of you when you were in the MLM, when you switch over to an affiliate program, those same people are going to buy off of you. It goes on to say recruitment and commissions consultants receive through product sales by those they have recruited will no longer be a component of Roden Fields' model, resulting in a simplified consultant experience. Customers will find it easier to browse, discover, and engage with the Roden and Fields brand across its digital channels and continue to benefit from the incredible passion and knowledge of the RNF consultant base. And then it says, since day one, our brand has been focused on giving people the proven results they desire in skincare and hair care through science-backed, dermatologist-created products. That's from Dimitri, oh God, I'm going to butcher that, Halalus, the CEO. He's the CEO. They're the CEO. We are confident these changes will enable us to meaningfully expand the lives we can impact and, importantly, allow us to continue to provide our passionate consultants, the Hunbots, with a modern and meaningful earning opportunity. I would suggest it's way better than the MLM business model. As part of the evolution of its business model, RNF has also reorganized its corporate structure to support the future needs of the business, which resulted in the elimination of approximately 100 roles, which that sucks, 100 people that lose their jobs. The company is grateful for the contribution of these individuals and is supporting them with the transition. Goes on to say that it was launched in 2008 and founded by Stanford-trained dermatologists, Dr. Katie Roden and Dr. Kathy Fields, with the mission of delivering proven results in skincare and hair care through science-backed dermatologist-created products. They claim it was the #1 dermatologist-founded premium skincare brand in North America in 2022, and the #1 premium skincare regimen brand in the US for 5 consecutive years from 2018 to 2022. I really wish that the US, like everywhere and everything, would stop supporting MLMs, like stop giving them awards like this. It sounds like a made-up award, but like obviously they were given some kind of award like this. Just stop, you know? Says it's proud of its track record of providing confidence to millions through regimen-based skincare and award-winning innovation and global community of passionate brand advocates. Products are available through RNF independent consultants or on their website. So that was the announcement that they gave. And according to Retail Dive here, it says that they pulled back from their multi-level marketing model because it wanted to streamline operations and reach new customers, according to the company. It says that it's still going to support its consultants through marketing and advertising across traditional channels and social media. It goes on to say that the company and its founders faced a class action lawsuit in California regarding the classification of its consultants. So they kind of like got sued, and then they're like, maybe we shouldn't do the MLM thing anymore. The filing claimed that Roden and Fields exploited its California sales force by misclassifying them as independent contractors instead of employees. The lawsuit also alleged that in 2022, 1/3 of its consultants did not receive a commission check during the year. Roden Fields declined to comment to questions regarding the lawsuit or further questions regarding the change in business model. Says that Roden Fields employs over 500 people and has more than 300,000 independent consultants, according to the company's website. And consultants were very, very upset. Very, very upset by the shutdown, obviously. I mean, none of them are going to be super duper happy. To them, it's a big loss. They look at it as they're losing their business. So this is someone who said the next day, I am devastated, heartbroken, and completely shocked. If you haven't heard the news, we got sudden news that Roden Fields is changing its business model effective September 1st. Roden Fields is moving from a multi-level marketing structure to affiliate marketing. No one knew this was coming, and it's a blow to many of us. What this means is for those who built a team, our team structure and the pay is entirely dissolving. For many of us, the business has become our livelihood. And that's like kind of the problem with MLMs, right? For those who haven't built a team, they're still affected in the sense that the team they were a part of and have grown together as a family is now dissolved and completely taken away. Kind of sad. Now, as an affiliate, we will only get paid on the products we personally sell. So there's not going to be levels. Like they're not keeping like their downlines. So if the person under them sells products, they get nothing. So they're missing a lot of income to them, right? Roden Fields isn't just a company to me. It's been a part of my family and my life for the last 17 years. So this person's whole life has been Roden Fields. They say that their mom and their sister were the very first consultants. Says my mom walked in obedience when God told her, assemble your team now. So we have a lot of faith manipulation as usual. My mom helped write the first compensation plan with the doctors on the walls of the San Francisco office. My mom's sister and those leaders that first came in, they built this business from the ground up. As years went by, leaders created leaders and built teams upon loyalty, integrity, friendship, and love. These team members become family members. How do you even begin to say job well done to my mom's sister and these other tremendous leaders? They stood the test of time, never giving up and always giving their best. I am a loss for words, but to put it in the best way I know how, thank you for leading us. God sees you and is so pleased with you, and he says, well done, my good and faithful ones. I joined 8 years ago, and it quickly changed my life. Roden Fields brought me home from being a teacher to be a stay-at-home mom. Damn it. Which has always been my dream. I am so thankful for these years being home with my babies. So what does this mean now? Well, for one, thank God I have hope in Jesus. The only thing I know to do is run to the world. He has never failed me. He is always faithful. He knows exactly what's next. So here is where faith is activated. Oh. And please do not prey on RF people right now. It's disgusting and disrespectful. Give us space and time to grieve. we know our options. I'm not sure the next steps, but what I do know is I will rise again. Everything I have accomplished is because of him anyway. Thank you to my team for trusting me and coming along this journey. You will always be lifelong friends. I will forever treasure our memories together. To my RF sisters, I have so much admiration for you all, for the tested time, for giving your blood, sweat, and tears for this company. Together we built $1 billion brand and have changed thousands of lives. We should feel so proud for all that was accomplished together. Strangers forever friends. To my customers, thank you for supporting my family by shopping small. It will still be here to give you the products you need. Nothing changes there. My family and friends, thank you for being the biggest cheerleaders and supporting me every step of the way. This is not the end. This is just a turn of the page. Next chapter loading. Let's see what God is up to. And don't worry about her, because as soon as she was done with Roden Fields, she went and joined Shakely, which is another MLM. So she's good. She's making more in the MLM model again. But as you can see, she was pretty upset. Pretty upset. So, you know, that isn't good. That is not good. There was one other person that I want to show you who was upset about the Roden Fields. It is this person here.
Okay, this message is for my MLM girlies. Listen up, guys. So if you are in the network marketing, multi-level marketing world, you probably heard the news today that another MLM has basically gotten rid of the team building model and it's only affiliate. So I want to say maybe 6 weeks ago or maybe 2 months ago, it was Beauty Counter, which is a huge company. And then about a week or so ago, it was Seint. And just today, Roden Fields, actually have one of their Roden Fields. They just literally said all field meeting. They gave 20 minutes for people to pop on, and they let them know that starting September 1st, it's affiliate only. So that means if you spent years and years building a team, building an organization, depending on that income, after September 1st, that's gone.
Yep.
And honestly, I am like, I don't even know. I'm like speechless. So I actually grew a business at Roden Fields about 10 years ago. It was actually 11 years ago. I started in October of 2013. I was 7 months pregnant with my daughter, my firstborn, and I really wanted a way to make money from home. This was 11 years ago. Hardly anybody was posting about network marketing opportunities online.
And they've always preyed on the stay-at-home moms, right? MLMs originally began to give stay-at-home moms jobs that they could do from their home, and especially during the war. Because all of a sudden, all the men were drafted, they were gone. So women had to go to work. And that's when MLMs really started to take over.
And I was, I got in, I built a very big business. I actually became a Lexus earner. I was earning 6 figures, not multiple. I was earning I think my highest income year was like 140. I was making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. It was awesome. It was awesome. And for me, the company Roden Fields actually sold their business to investors about 6 or 7 years ago. And they tried to play it off like this is a really great thing and it's going to be great for everybody. And we all knew, or at least I did, that these things, it becomes corporate, it just changes. And that's
So several years ago, they sold it to their investors. Remember that. And remember that it's not a great thing that happened.
Exactly what happened. They changed their rewards programs, they changed their trips, they changed qualifications. They just, and then today, that's it. They're pulling the rug out from people that built big businesses. So all this to say, my heart goes out to anybody who is at Roden Fields right now and has a
Yeah.
team and you're trying to figure out, what am I doing with this income? My heart goes out to anybody who has been a part of a company, whether network marketing or
Yeah, especially since they did not give them any kind of fucking warning. None. It was literally just, okay, guys, come to this meeting. And then it was like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're not going to be MLM anymore.
normal company, and the rug is pulled out from under you, and your hard work, your labor that you put in is they're not going to pay for it anymore. Like, I genuinely am sorry. My heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to pop in here and talk about 5 years ago, it was actually about 6 years ago, when I sort of like pulled away from that Roden Fields business. I just knew that it wasn't sustainable. I just knew,
MLMs, right?
something told me to move away from the MLM industry. And I started coaching, and I dabbled in a couple other MLMs that literally have all gone under or changed their model.
Interesting.
Listen, I love a good product. Like, I do. I love a good MLM product.
No
I
such
love,
thing.
for instance, I'm using Oliveda skincare. They have been sold in Europe for the last 20 years, and now they're coming to America, and they're coming in this network marketing model.
Yeah, and apparently a lot of the people that did Roden Fields are now looking at that one, so be wary of that one in future.
I joined because I love their products. They're amazing products. Like, my skin is skinning. You know what I'm saying?
Skinning?
But I
That
refuse
doesn't
to
sound
build
good.
because, like,
I don't think you want your skin to be skinning anything. I mean, if you're getting skinned, then that takes away your need for the product, doesn't it?
everything, there's just cycles.
Okay.
Which is why this insurance opportunity is pretty powerful, because
Yeah, she goes on for the next couple minutes to promote an insurance company, MLM. So just when you think that maybe this girl has gotten out, she was with Roden Fields several years ago, and she says, and then I tried to get away from the MLM industry. Then she turns around and says, but right now I am in this insurance MLM that you guys should really look into, And then she uses that to prey on the people in Roden Fields.
Insurance is not skincare, right? Life insurance is a sustainable product that everybody needs, that isn't, gonna come and go and flash in a pan. And the company that I'm with has been around for 15 years. And, I was just talking to my mom, and like, nothing is guaranteed in this life. Like, anywhere you work can just say, hey, we're closing the doors. That can happen.
Yeah, but the difference is that if you work for an actual legitimate company, there's usually laws and regulations in place to make sure that even if a company like all of a sudden closes their doors, like the people that worked there are still supposed to be given so much notice and etc. And you're protected. In MLMs, there is no such protection. So it really can just poof disappear at the drop of a hat. It's a little different.
Anywhere. But here at this company at Symmetry Financial Group, where I am building an insurance agency, it feels very stable and grounded because of the industry and because it's not network marketing. But you have the ability to build an agency there and coach and mentor and lead. And I love to do that. And so that's what I'm doing, in addition to writing policies and producing. So all this to say, for those of you that are in the network marketing
shame
industry,
on you,
and you're loving it and you're building, amazing. I encourage you to just see the long game. It is happening everywhere. Everywhere is going from this multi-level marketing to an affiliate model.
What does that tell
you?
I believe
the industry is changing. When I was working this business, this was 11 years ago. This was before COVID. This was before all the craziness in the world really started to pop off. I believe that the women who are now coming into their 20s and 30s that are, trying to find something to do at home, they're not into the team building and the model, the Zooms and the Facebook Lives and all of that.
You're too smart and educated about how bad MLMs are and how they're commercial cults. They don't really want to join cults.
I just really feel like the younger generation is doing things differently.
Better?
And the network marketing industry really needs to catch up to how they do things.
Yeah, I think maybe MLM should just, stop. Then we could just have affiliate marketing instead, more honest.
Because if not, then you're going to be seeing a lot of these companies change their model.
Well, funny that you bring that up, sis. Funny that you bring that up. Because you see, there's another company that has also decided to change their model besides Roden Fields. And that is actually this company here, which I thought you pronounced it as Seint. But then everyone's calling it Seint. So I guess it's Seint. But it's a makeup MLM. As you can see, it says makeup brand Seint to change its business model. Also in July, the company is transitioning from direct selling to an affiliate commission structure and will no longer provide compensation to its sellers for recruiting efforts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So makeup brand Seint will transition from a direct selling business model to an enhanced affiliate commission structure, also starting on October 1st. The change means the company will no longer provide compensation to its sellers for recruiting or building teams, according to a recent company announcement. Instead, it's independent contractors called artists. Yeah. I love it when people join an MLM and then they call themselves makeup artists. It's wonderful when they do that. All those people that went to school to actually learn real makeup artistry, because it's an actual thing that you go and learn, go to school for, get certification in. I'm sure they love that too. But instead, independent contractors called artists will be compensated via an affiliate program. They say the result simplifies the commission's structure for earning potential based on sales, according to the company announcement. Seint offers sales commissions of between 25 to 45%, along with a bonus pool for qualifying sales levels. Artists purchase the company's products at wholesale prices. Artists also earn commissions on customers they refer through its affiliate program, but don't earn commissions on the sales made by artists they refer. So you get the money on the customers and not on the artists, because if you got paid for the artists, then it would be an MLM, right? Seint artists must pay a $50 enrollment fee, an annual fee of $35 to maintain their status, and must sign a legally binding affiliate agreement to join, according to the company's affiliate commission guide. Mascara Beauty was founded in 2013 by Kara Brooke, and the company introduced its artist program in 2017. The company changed its name to Seint in 2020. But yes, it was once known as Mascara Beauty, spelt all funky with the K. See here. Hate it. Hair and skincare brand Roden Fields last week also announced a change in its business structure. Similarly, the company is moving away from a multi-level marketing format to an affiliate program. So yeah, that's not good. not good. And so, of course, people have been reacting to this as well. Hold on here. There we go. Do it like this. So there's this post here that says, although I left Seint at the beginning of this year, last night I found out with most of the company that they are getting rid of their direct selling and switching to affiliate marketing only, screwing over so many of my dearest friends and mentors. What this means is all of those that have built Seint to where it's at are losing their income and livelihood. Instead of being paid for coaching the women on their teams and helping them get to where they're at, they'll earn a maximum of 45% on their own personal sales. This is a massive loss for the women who have worked tirelessly for the last 7 years to build their businesses. Not only am I heartbroken for them, I'm also incredibly livid. Top leaders were told last week, being forced to sign NDAs. So this one was also very sudden, and yeah, they were forced to sign non-disclosure agreements, which is a little sus, right? And apparently this stopped them from even letting their teams know in advance what would be happening. So then after that, the rest of the people found out like a week later, and it was via an email. It says the rug was completely pulled out from under them with no transparency, just a bunch of excuses and complete lack of remorse for what they are doing. And the creator, Kara, is nowhere to be found in this. Seint should be absolutely ashamed. To the incredible women that Seint brought into my life, you have been my ride or die and have supported me without hesitation, especially when I switched to Celeste, because of course she did. My heart is literally broken for you, reeling from the news today, and I want nothing more than to give you the biggest, tightest hug. Know that I'm rooting for you always and have no doubt whether you go and wherever you go and whatever you decide to do, you will do amazing things. If you've read this far, thanks for reading my novel. It's so hard to post regular content, knowing so many people I love are completely thrown. Please send some well wishes to my friends. So obviously very, very upset.
Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here for a second. It was brought to my attention that Seint Makeup is no longer running an MLM business. It will now be an affiliate-only program.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you the impact that this is going to have on so many moms, so many women, so many wives and families who depended on this income to have them receive an email last night and it's being all wiped away from them in October.
I mean, it's not like we haven't been here for years trying to warn you. You know, like, I'm sorry. I feel really bad too, but at the same time, this is why there's an anti-MLM community. Because you join these businesses under the guise, all right, the deception that you're going to be a small business owner and own your own business. But that's not what you're doing. You're signing up to work for a big, huge company with a really rich CEO to just be a contractor. And at any time, they can go, yeah, you know what? I've made $108 million. I'll just pull the plug now. And there's not much you can do about it other than go, shit, I guess I lose everything. And there's a lot of us that don't think that's right. Because if these guys hired you on as an actual employee doing direct sales, then like I said, there's laws and regulations and they would have to give you so much notice and etc. And you'd have a bit of a safety net. MLMs exist so that they can have this ability, basically. And you don't have anything that you can do to have insurance in this. Even if you join an insurance MLM, okay? You know? So many people who built a downline instead of being a salesperson. And see, that's the thing, is that the company should be based off of sales. So if your company is based off of sales, then this doesn't change much for you. You're still getting the same percentage off your sales. But if you depended mainly on recruiting, then you'd be upset over this and the money you're missing out on the recruiting. But it just goes to show you how many of them must be more about recruiting too, right? Because it's all a lie. It's all a lie that you can join this thing and then just make some sales and earn a livable wage. And it's like they know that, so they're all freaking out when it's no longer an MLM and it becomes an affiliate program. But it's like, well, if you're only making money off sales because you guys weren't a pyramid scheme, then nothing would change for you. But of course, that's not the case, because most of them actually depend on the commission from their team for most of their income in these. So you're always depending on other people. And that's not great for long-term success either. Then you're not even making an educated decision on what you're joining, because it's deceptive from the start. Oh, you have a small business. Well, if you had a small business, then it shutting down wouldn't affect you.
It's absolutely devastating for these
It
women.
is.
But I want to let you know.
So what you should do is you should realize that since this can happen in the MLM industry, that maybe that is an industry that should not be supported. An industry that people should not join. An industry that shouldn't prey on all of these stay-at-home moms that you say are going to be so devastated by this. You know?
And this goes for anybody, not just with Seint. Ladies, you built that from the ground up. Those friendships that you've made, they're forever. If you started from nothing and you built that damn empire, guess what? That tells me that you're going to do it again. And you're going to do it
Yeah, go join another MLM and do it again, she says.
better. And you're going to be stronger. And you're going to make even more friends and more money and have more security for your family. You know why? Because we're all here rooting for you.
Calm down, sister. Calm down.
We are not leaving your side. As women, we're going to unite and we are going to be here and we are cheering you on every step of the way. You let us know what you need and we got you, sis. We got you. We love you. You can do this. You're amazing.
Oh my. Empires are prone to falling. She's very passionate about Seint shutting down. But right away, it's like, oh, it shut down. Well, guess what? Go join another MLM, build it from the ground up, You've got this, girl. And it's like, no, don't do that. Let's not do that, so we have Beachbody shut down. Roden Fields is becoming affiliate marketing as well. Seint, which I thought was Seint, but it's apparently Seint, which to me is even fucking worse. Why is it Seint, but it's spelled with an E? I hate it. And more faith manipulation to me. Like, oh, of course they called it Seint. It's going to also be affiliate. So that's 3. And just at the end of October, it actually came out that 31 Gifts is going to be closing. So let's talk about that. 31 Gifts announced that it will be closing by the end of the year. In a Facebook post, the 31 Gifts founder, Cindy Monroe, announced recently that the company will be closing after 21 years of operation. I shared with our internal team yesterday that we will close 31 at the end of this year, Monroe wrote in the post. Since launching in 2003, 31 Gifts primarily sells cute handbags, totes, and backpacks. So here she is. And it says, 21 years of stitching our way into the lives of so many. Heart. I shared with our internal team yesterday that we will close 31 at the end of this year. I am so proud that our bag story has been so much more than about the bag. I am proud that thousands of you are woven through our story, through my story, and I wanted to say thank you, prayer hands. I was amazed yesterday, not only with the stories, the outpouring of love and gratitude, but also with the way our customers supported our sellers. Don't miss this rare opportunity to grab your favorite 31 products while supporting our best of the best consultants. Heart, Cindy Monroe. Although the company's main goal was to sell products, their mission was to support and empower women, especially those seeking to open a small business. Because, why not prey on all the women that want to open small businesses? It's totally fine. It's totally fine. If MLMs preyed on men more, I wonder if things would be a little different. I'm just saying. Meaningful relationships, the kind that give you a sense of belonging, community, and sisterhood, are at the heart of what we do, the company said on its website. After all, they're how we started. From a small loan from Cindy's family to late nights in her basement, monogramming products with the help of friends, it's been about helping one another from the very beginning. On her personal Facebook page, Monroe thanked all her supporters for the kind messages and support they have shared as the company begins its transitional phase. On TikTok, many users expressed their thoughts about the 31 Gifts closure announcement. An upper-level leader of the company shared a heartfelt message as she broke the news. I'm not crying today. Not. I'm sure I will at some point, the TikTok user said in her post. We just found out yesterday. It was just announced yesterday to the field all at one time. So we all heard and were shocked, devastated, and I'm not going to cry. A former consultant of the company shares some insight on what she thinks might happen to many current consultants at 31 Gifts. A lover of the 31 Gifts bags is encouraging customers to rack up on the beloved accessories before the company closes officially. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to tell you that if you love these bags, get your bags now because they're going to be gone in December. The whole business will be no longer. So I'm super sad about that. That really, really sucks. So, another one bites the dust. Do. Another one bites the dust. So I mean, they're closing down all over the place. And again, any MLM. So if you're out there right now and you're in an MLM, like on Passive, for example, boom, closed down anytime. You can't do anything about it. Just saying, all of these seem to have happened too with very little warning to any of the consultants. Sounds like the longest they knew was like a week. So it just goes to show you that the people that run these companies, they don't care. They don't care. Which brings us to Tupperware. Recently, I did a lovely video in which I discussed if the Tupperware parties were over. And I told you all that I would give you an update when one came. So here we are. As you can see, the Tupperware reaches agreement to sell to lending group following bankruptcy. So on September 17th, Tupperware tried to claim bankruptcy. And then in an attempt to kind of like help them out, they decided to kind of sell it to their investors, which sounds very much like Roden Fields and what they did several years ago before shutting down now. So this one says, a group of lenders is poised to purchase Tupperware brands, which would allow the Kissimmee-based company to exit Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and halt a planned sale of assets. Tupperware filed for bankruptcy September 17th amid growing struggles to revitalize its brand. At the time, it reported more than $1.2 billion in total debts and $679.5 million in total assets. And that's according to the bankruptcy petition. Tupperware and its plastic food storage containers experienced explosive growth in post-war America. That success was largely due to the introduction of Tupperware parties. And this is kind of how MLMs began. They began with Tupperware, Cutco, Avon, social gatherings where individual consultants, most of them women, sold the products out of their homes. The good old MLM home parties. The practice became so popular that in 1951, Tupperware removed its products from many stores and became solely MLM. In recent years, however, the historical strengths of a widespread direct selling model began to turn into weakness, wrote Brian Fox, the company's chief restructuring officer, in its bankruptcy filing. The company struggled to adopt a diverse sales strategy and was slow to pivot to online retail, he said, which contributed to its financial troubles. The company only started selling its products in Target stores in 2022, and that same year it created an online Amazon store. It started selling at Macy's earlier this year, as in 2024. Under the pending sale, which a U.S. bankruptcy judge approved, Tupperware will receive $23.5 million in cash and $63.5 million in debt relief. Excuse me, which I wish that they wouldn't. I wish that they had to pay what they owed, but anyway. In exchange, the lending group poised to purchase it will receive Tupperware's intellectual property to create and market Tupperware's brand in the future. The group set to buy Tupperware includes Alden Global Capital, the owner of the Southern California News Group's parent company, Tribune Publishing, and Stonehill Capital Management Partners. According to Tupperware, the company plans to rebrand itself as the new Tupperware Company, which, I mean, how original. How original. We're not going to call it Tupperware anymore. It's not going to be known as Tupperware Company. It's now going to be known as the new Tupperware Company. I know. Hold your applause. Thank you. It took me a while to think of that one. Like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. You couldn't come up with a cooler name? Anyway, it's going to shift to a startup mentality while continuing to focus on core markets such as the US, Canada, woohoo, Mexico, Brazil, China, Korea, India, and Malaysia. At the time of its Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing, Tupperware employed more than 5,450 people in 41 countries and partnered with over 465,000 victims globally to sell products on a freelance basis in nearly 70 countries. So Tupperware is being sold. It looks like they are going to continue with MLM, but like we're not really sure. We're going to have to kind of still wait and see what happens in the coming months. I believe that right now they're busy transferring everything over, and we should know soon what is going on with all of that. So that article was published on October 30th. So like it literally just happened. So like I said, we're going to have to wait over the next few months. Hopefully by the new year, we should know if Tupperware is going to be continuing with these new people as its owners, doing multi-level marketing, or if they are going to like pivot and go do something else. So that will be interesting. Rip to MLMs. That's right. So whenever MLMs shut down, I always hope that it puts some distrust out there into the industry. Like I hope that other people that are in MLMs notice and go, hey, those bunch of those MLMs just shut down and they didn't give their consultants notice. And maybe then they kind of rethink if this is the industry that they really want to be in with an alleged small business, or if maybe it would be better to have full control over their company and instead of being a part of an MLM, actually go and start up a small business. See, I feel like people that do MLMs are selling themselves short, especially if they are successful in any way in the MLMs, because imagine how much more successful you would be doing that just for you and your actual small business. That is something that you're probably far more passionate in because you've created it all on your own. So you've probably also created the product all on your own, which means that it might be more fun for you. It might be more fulfilling for you later on down the line. But what happens, unfortunately, when MLM shut down, although we like to celebrate it over here in the anti-MLM community, is it leads to them just kind of going and finding a brand new MLM, which I really wish they would not do. So what can you do? What can you do if your MLM shuts down? There's this interesting article that was created by somebody that is pro MLM. So let's just go through it and see what they say. And then maybe that will answer your questions as to why people are just MLM hopping all the time. Or as a marketing salesperson in a real company, or that, yes. Right? So what can you do if your MLM company shuts down? As this person sees it, you have 3 courses of action. All right. So number one is, of course, that you leave the industry for good. And that's the one I'm going to suggest to you. Okay. Your first course of action is to leave the network marketing industry for good. Many people will choose this option, especially new distributors or people who didn't earn a lot of money with their company. Because of their inexperience or lack of belief in the industry, they might think this is the norm in our industry. Maybe it's because it's a cult. and they don't want to be a part of a cult, but whatever. After working with a company for any period of time and it closes its doors, the distributor might have a bad taste for network marketing and vow never to do it again. Before you choose this course of action, I want you to know something. Most successful entrepreneurs in any endeavor failed several times before they became successful. Success is seldom a straight line, and very, very few people are successful in their first business venture. This is a scam, though. This isn't a business venture. And I would argue that you are not failing. You are waking up to the realization that this is not a good business venture for you. Although you might be disappointed with your network marketing company and with the industry for letting you down, I don't think this is a very good course of action for most people. Think about this for a moment. Do you want to be in a cult or do you want to have free will? It's a very hard decision. Have you ever eaten at a restaurant that eventually went out of business? Probably. Did that stop you from ever going out to eat again? Probably not. No, but like if I get scammed by a health and wellness company, I'm probably not going to join another health and wellness company with the exact same business model, right? Perspective is everything. My best advice is to take the wisdom you learned and apply it when selecting a new company. I want to let you know this is one of the only articles that I found from the people in the MLM industry, because people in the MLM industry allegedly don't even want to think about what to do if an MLM shuts down. So they're not giving any of them any advice other than go join a new company. Go join a new one. That's the only advice that anyone in MLMs is getting. And unfortunately, those of us in the anti-MLM sphere, we're over here saying, leave the industry completely. They're a cult. And it appears we're missing a little bit of middle ground. We're missing the bridge that bridges these things together. The middle piece that comes in and says, yes, I know that your MLM just shut down. And you may not be ready to be fully anti-MLM just yet, but let's look at this critically or something. I don't know. But I think that's where a lot of our issue is. And this is leading us to people that are just serial MLM hoppers. So when their MLM shuts down or, they're not as successful as they thought they were going to be in it or whatever, they just go look for another one. The second option, because remember, there's apparently only 3. The second option is spend 3 to 6 months to decompress. Another common reaction might be to do nothing right away. I mean, sounds good to me. Take some time. Yeah. Just take some time and decompress. Collect your thoughts and evaluate your experience. Spend some time thinking about why the company failed and how you could prevent this from happening to you again in the future. And I hope that when you do that, you come to the conclusion that one of the best ways is just don't join any more multi-level marketing companies, I believe that every experience can be a learning experience. If you take the time to reflect on the experience and look at it objectively. You could take 3 to 6 months to evaluate different ways to make money or different side hustles. You could also make a list of potential network marketing companies you are considering and begin your extensive research on each company. By the time 3 to 6 months has passed, you should be able to make a sound decision about what to do next. And of course, since this is pro MLM, all right, they're suggesting that you're taking a break and then your next step is to find another MLM. Basically, all of these end and look for another MLM. So it's like, no wonder why. No wonder why there's so many serial MLMers, Number 3, find a new company right away. This one just gets right to it. or just find a new one. The last course of action is simply to find a new company right away. Maybe you were already promoting multiple companies. I hope not. Yeah, sure you do. Maybe you already had your eyes set on another company. In either case, even if you're thinking about joining a new company right away, I would at least spend a few weeks to analyze several companies so you have something to compare it to. Believe it or not, teaming up with an MLM company is a major decision, even if you don't think of it that way. If you were going to buy a franchise or start a traditional business, I know you would do your due diligence and research before you got started. The problem is that you can't do your due diligence with MLMs because all of the MLMs lie to you about the success of their company and the industry. You know? If one MLM closes, it's likely the next one you join will close. Right? Treat your next MLM company the same way. Pretend that you're investing millions of dollars in it, even if it's only a few $100s to join. Research the company, evaluate their product line, talk to the corporate team and some successful distributors. What about people that left? Why wouldn't you want to talk to them? Don't just talk to the successful distributors. Go and find out why people were not successful there if you're going to do actual research here. You got to do all sides. Find out the good and bad about the company. After you do these things, then you can make an informed decision. Make sure you look at the income disclosure statement and see how much each people make. It says, whatever you do, do not make a rash, uneducated decision that will only lead to more disappointment. And I'm like, I feel like no matter what, when you join an MLM, you're going to be led to disappointment. Because there is no way for you to make a livable wage by only selling the products. That's why there aren't that many people that get rich off of being in affiliate programs. And it's almost like they know this. And that's why they freak out when their MLMs go from being a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme to being an affiliate program. You know? I once considered joining Tupperware, but I already had a job and didn't want the extra underpaid work. That's right. Because the amount of hours that you put into an MLM company oftentimes ends up being way more than the amount of money the amount of time that you would put into any other job. The thing about working at home that a lot of people don't talk about is that there is no turn off the work day and then have personal time. When you're working from home, you can get sucked into working around the clock because people can write you at any single time and say, hey, I want to buy one of your products. And it can be 2 a.m. and you might see your phone light up just barely in your sleep and then jump out of bed to make that sale, which is something that you wouldn't do if you were working for another company in sales because you're only expected to make sales during the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. So when you leave the office for the day, you're done your work for the day. And it can lead to a lot of burnout. And it's just a lot of mental health issues then arise because of that. It's not good. It's not good at all. And so, if anything, you end up working around the clock for MLMs and not getting paid. Whereas when you work a 9 to 5, at least, you're getting paid usually hourly or you have a decent salary, right? Or, and also, you don't have to work in the evenings when you're trying to spend time with your family, which is why it's so deceptive of them to be like, oh, you get to work from home and spend all this time with your family. It's like, no, I don't. Because now my time with my family all depends on if I'm making a sale or if I have to go to a webinar for one of you. Right? I was on call for extra pay, but the calls at night sucked. Yeah. you just have to learn how to kind of disconnect yourself from that work day. It's very healthy. You know how they say, like, leave your work at work and then leave your home at home? Well, in MLMs, there is none of that. And there's no, like, you can't distinguish work from home. It leads to a lot of inner turmoil with people, apart from burnout and being overworked. It's like worlds colliding, and it's just not good. And we're going to be talking about more of that in future. That's honestly all I have for you guys today. I just thought that today for our lovely MLM Monday, I would come on here and we would quickly go over some awesome, news about some companies shutting down. All good news. I like to hear it. I don't really have a problem with affiliate programs. I think it's a great idea. I mean, all it is telling people, hey, share around the products you like. I mean, that's what MLMs are supposed to be. Like, they claim that they work like affiliate programs, right? So it's like, congratulations. Now you actually do what you claim that you've been doing this whole time. Don't know why you're so upset about it, but here we are. So I don't have a problem with affiliates. There's not as much predatory behavior with it because they're not trying to recruit people into a team. I just think it's a way better route to go than having a company with a multi-level marketing business plan. Affiliate marketing is, for now, still pretty innocent in comparison. And maybe in future we'll talk more about the differences with that in MLMs as well. Tomorrow, there is going to be a retro react video coming out where we're going to start doing this every week now, where we're going to be looking at an old video of on passives, and I'm going to react to it. Tomorrow, we are reacting to the very first live stream that Ash Mufara did about on passive. So you won't want to miss that. If you are a member on my channel, you can actually go and watch it ad-free right now. It's been up since yesterday for my members. So make sure you go and check it out because it will go live to everyone tomorrow, Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I have to put ads on it around then. So try to check it out before 12:30. Okay? Because between 12:30 and 1, the ads are all of a sudden going to jump on there. So, don't get mad at me. If you're like, oh, Queen, I was trying to watch it at 12:30 right under the wire. I'm sorry. You had 2 days. You had 2 days. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm telling you now, go watch it now. And it will be up live for everyone tomorrow. We got one coming for the next several weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to also get that up for my members at least a couple days early. So make sure you join my fabulous, amazing members, all of the beautiful people do. And you get early access to content that is ad-free, which is fun. I try to do it as often as I can. I love all of you. Have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous rest of your day. And I will see you all tomorrow. And I'm thinking we're going to do a stream on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that as well. I love all of your faces. Bye! Mwah!
Queen of Karma, spitting fire like a dragon, torching scams, ain't no lagging. Expose the villains, no chillin', she real, stay killin'. Manipulation tactics, break it down like fractions. Watch your videos, gain traction, mind in action. Sub to her channel, truth candle burning bright, illuminating dark corners, bringing scams to light. Queen of Karma, grinding day and night, unveil the schemes, make the world right. My mentality, she dissecting the madness, all some realness. Teach you how to stop the fakes, dodging all the ill stress. Her words piercing like arrows, no shadows. Follow her lead, avoid the gallows. Stay woke, folks, don't get caught in the hype. Queen of Karma got that insight, clear sight. Deflect the con, scam alarms, bringing sheep flight. Wisdom glowing, unmasking the night. Karma queen, reign supreme, scammers nightmare, that's her theme. She got the strategy, breaking down your fantasies. Every tactic she witnessed, break free from the sickness. Channel wisdom, slickness, ain't no hit or miss. Sub to her channel, truth candle burning bright, illuminating dark corners, bringing scams to light. Queen of Karma, grinding day and night, unveil the schemes, make the